The invincible Xiao Tian unexpectedly found himself taken hostage one day, but instead of being afraid, he asked the kidnappers if they wanted to eat some nuts. The kidnappers wore a bewildered expression, wondering if the person they had captured had any awareness of the situation. While Xiao Tian and the severely fatigued Zhou Yanming were discussing supplements just now, they encountered a group of bald, burly men who surrounded and kidnapped them. This forced Zhou Yanming to unleash his full strength, transforming into a devilish muscular giant. Addressing Zhanisen, Zhou Yanming said, "Show me your skills and see how you can make this Prime Minister despair." Zhanisen roared lowly at his team, advising them not to panic and stay calm. It was just about intimidating with their physical size. "Fear before the battle even begins is not our style as the Bloodline clan," Zhanisen added. Zhanisen roared again, and his entire body started burning with blood energy. The blood-red patterns on his skin flickered incessantly. Frenzied spiritual energy circulated within him, and his body swelled as his aura gradually soared. Sparks flew as Zhanisen's arms crossed, and a wall of metallic armor with a gleaming sheen manifested. With explosive speed, Zhanisen charged to Zhou Yanming's side, swinging his arms and using the arm-mounted blood blades for slicing attacks. Despite his exaggerated physique, Zhanisen was not weak in direct combat. Other team members, following the rehearsed formation, charged towards Zhou Yanming with incredible speed, almost forgetting their previous fear. Unable to evade in time, Zhou Yanming's protective spiritual energy was cut open. He snorted, and two white mists burst from his nostrils. His muscles tightened instantly, and the wounds visibly healed at a rapid rate. With his fists clenched at his sides, Zhou Yanming exerted force, saying, "If you want to make this Prime Minister feel despair, let's fight head-on." Zhou Yanming, fueled by explosive speed, charged straight ahead. His massive physique covered a wider area, surprising Zhanisen with his agility and astonishing burst of speed. Despite Zhanisen's timely evasive maneuvers against Zhou Yanming's frontal attacks, other team members weren't as fortunate. Their bodies were violently smashed into the ground by the brute force of Zhou Yanming's fists. Shouting loudly, Zhou Yanming declared, "The original demon nation under the rule of the Empress Alliance is full of untapped potential. These interlopers, crawling from who knows where, dare to provoke and create chaos." Zhanisen, infuriated by these words, looked at the scene in disbelief. Ignoring Zhanisen, Zhou Yanming had no intention of engaging in further conversation. He gathered strength and unleashed another powerful punch. A thunderous explosion echoed through the entire valley. Zhanisen felt as if his bones were about to shatter. However, in mid-air, Zhanisen swiftly performed a somersault, using Zhou Yanming's force to land next to Xiao Tian. Zhanisen's blood blade, mounted on his arm, once again pressed against Xiao Tian's throat. He warned, "Prime Minister, don't make any reckless moves, or I can't guarantee that blood won't be spilled. How will you explain this to your Empress later?" Watching Xiao Tian being held hostage, Zhou Yanming remained silent. Xiao Tian, on the other hand, expressionless, spat out the nutshells on the ground, picked up new ones, and continued munching. With a puzzled expression, Zhanisen questioned, "What are you doing? Why are you still fighting?" Xiao Tian raised his hand, shaking the nuts, and asked Zhanisen if he wanted some. Zhanisen was tempted to ask if Xiao Tian was aware of the situation. Meanwhile, Zhou Yanming nodded slightly, then unleashed his strength again, charging towards the other team members. Witnessing Xiao Tian being held hostage, the other team members relaxed, thinking Zhou Yanming wouldn't dare to act. Little did they know that Zhou Yanming was indifferent to Xiao Tian's fate. With a burst of strength, Zhou Yanming charged at the other team members, sending them flying once again. Faced with Zhou Yanming's ferocious assault, they couldn't withstand the pressure for long. Even their captain, Zhanisen, was not a match for this monstrous opponent. Zhanisen roared, asking if Zhou Yanming truly didn't care about Xiao Tian's life, pressing the blood blade against Xiao Tian's neck. However, Zhou Yanming continued to ignore Zhanisen, fighting as if he didn't exist, leaving the situation unresolved.